Yo.
Oh my God.
Run that shit back.
Yo, run that shit back.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
You guys like that?
Notice anything different?
We played it twice, so
If you didn't notice anything different, maybe you should just rewind it
again.
and then hear it for the third time.
Mhm.
But we have a new intro song.
It took like 3 months, but we're getting rebranded. New year, new us.
That was an awesome remix of our OG song. That was kind of produced by me. No, our friend Nate, he made it, also known as Wonders. You can find him on Instagram at Wonders Music, WNDRZ Music.
He's really hardworking. He's also a theater student, so he's like double whammy.
Double whammy, hit him with a double whammy.
Hit him with a twofer.
He's on SoundCloud and all that good stuff. We'll put his link in our description. So check it out. Check out his music. He really said remix.
He's like, let me upgrade ya.
So thank you, Nate, for that.
Yeah, Nate, thank you so much.
It's so freaking awesome, and it makes us smile every time we listen to
No,
it.
the first time, I wish you could have seen my face. My mouth was like this.
Her mouth is open right now like a fish.
Yeah, and I'm like hunched over a little bit like a rat. No, I was like, and I kept listening to it over and over again.
Yeah, I couldn't stop listening to it.
Because at first it was like a little sample.
Mhm.
Like it was like that. It was amazing, but like
It wasn't the full thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing. You guys don't know this yet, but we have a different ending
Mm-hmm.
to our episodes.
Yeah.
It was the same ending, same beginning, but now thanks to Nate, different beginning, different ending. So he first sent us like just the first part,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like obsessed.
But he even made it better.
That's all I. That's
Should I
all
play
I
it again? No.
No, but check out his music. He's amazing, and he works so hard. He's so talented. I'm just happy to have talented friends. How about you?
No, same. Yeah, we have so many creative people in our life.
Yeah, I'm really like happy. I think I said this in a class, like they were asking who's inspiring you recently, and I said Nate and Melody, because Melody came out with like really cool deck of cards.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't remember Melody, she did our cover art.
Yeah.
So In the Pudding was done by Melody.
Yeah. And she's amazing too. And I said like the way that Nate took our original song and like spun it to something so amazing, like inspired me. And then Melody like creating all of these ideas for her art is inspiring me. So it's just nice to have talented people in my life. So on to our topic for today.
We're gonna do a little guessing game. Because we always just give it to you. Let's just have fun with it. Okay, I'll give you a little hint. How about this? Let's play a game. See if you can guess the topic off of this phrase.
Okay.
Hi, how are ya?
How high are ya?
If you didn't get it, we're going to be talking about oregano in this episode. That good shit.
My favorite spice.
Yeah, I love to cook with it when I do cook.
And bake with it on occasion.
Oh, go off.
Yeah, you know, I'm versatile, I guess. So today we're going to be talking about oregano, just some things that we feel about it, experiences with oregano.
Yeah, like how I started.
Yeah.
Where am I now?
Mm-hmm.
My mindset, how it shifted.
Yes. So when did you first try oregano for the first time?
I was a sophomore in high school. I'm a year younger than whatever age my grade is supposed to be, so maybe I was like 14. I was
No
either
way.
14 or 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I turned 15 in my sophomore year.
Okay.
So I was either 14 or 15 or like the edge of 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it in edible form first. That was the first time I ever had it. And it was more of a chill one. So I didn't get like hyper.
Okay.
I was calm. And then I just watched YouTube videos. It made me really tired and slumped. And I was like, this isn't that fun, you know? It's not like, I'm not like wowed by this. I don't feel like I need to do this all the time. And then a week later, I tried it again, but it was a different form,
Of
a different
oregano?
edible form of oregano,
yeah.
and that was like really kind of a lot for me at
Like
the time.
overwhelming
Yeah, I
moment?
was so overwhelmed, and like I had a little moment. I didn't have like a panic attack. I did have like a lot of anxiety though, and it made me panic. And then I kind of wanted it to go away. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. It also, where I was too, wasn't the best place to be this way.
Where were you?
I was at school. Yeah.
No way, Jose.
I know.
I have never had oregano at school or done it like during school or anything because I feel like one, I just wouldn't do that like in school or like work or anything, but also because I feel like I would get like paranoid times 100.
Yeah.
Like just the idea like, oh my god, the teachers are gonna notice, my classmates are gonna notice. I feel like that'll ruin the oregano for me, so I never take it. I never eat oregano at like school or work or anything. That makes me so nervous.
The reason why I didn't think anything bad would happen, because the first 2 times I tried it, it was the same edible form. Right? I cut it in half, actually. Actually, I cut it in 3 parts.
Okay,
and
quarters. Wait, no. Thirds.
Thirds, yeah. I cut it into 3 parts, and then it didn't make me like, I could still think. I was just more like chill, and I felt kind of heavy and slumped.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought that would happen again the 3rd time, because some girl gave it to me. I knew what it was, but she gave it to me. And it wasn't even a lot. She gave me the littlest amount. I think there was something else in it, to be honest. I really do. Jeez. And it was so much for me, and I was so overwhelmed. And I remember just like sitting, and everyone's like surrounding me, trying to talk to me. And I was like, get away from me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a lot. But no one, I don't think, ever like got in trouble. Or if anybody knew, they didn't say anything. Also, I was a good student, so they probably thought like someone peer pressured me.
Yeah.
So.
Or like drugged you.
Hopefully they didn't think that far into it. The same year, like later in the year, I had tried it in like lighting it, but I didn't know how to inhale it. Yeah. So I just was choking, and I was like, this sucks. I was like, why do people do this?
My throat is on fire.
No, seriously. And I didn't get influenced by it. I just got my throat burned, and then I went back home, and then I was like, ow, and I was annoyed. Only thing that got altered was my mood. I was pissed.
Oh, because you fucking burned your whole throat?
Yeah, my throat hurts so bad. I was like, why do people do this? This sucks. How about you?
How about me?
Yeah, your first time.
My first time trying oregano, I think I was either 16 or 17. It was like my junior year. I don't know which age I was. So I did it with like 3 of my friends. We went, I don't remember. Honestly, I do not remember if I did it in like my friend's car or like at some park or something. But we did it all together. And I remember we went to Seafood City. And it was like, wow, oregano makes you so hungry, you know? So, like, going to Seafood City was, like, the promised land because you get, like, so many options, you know? So I just remember, like, walking the aisles of Seafood City with my friends and, like, just wanting to eat everything.
Did you light it?
I did light it.
Your first time?
Yeah. Wow. I lit it the first time. I did, like you, like, I had trouble inhaling it, too. But I think I caught on.
Yeah.
You know, like it didn't burn that much. I caught on pretty quickly. And then I was gonzo garbanzo in Seafood City with like 3 of my friends. And we just bought a lot of snacks. And that was it. That was like the first time. It was really fun. And I just remember being so goofy. Like I wasn't like you like slumped or anything or tired or anything. I think I got tired towards the end. But like in the beginning, I was very like energetic and just goofy and, you know, making all these dumb jokes.
Everything is so much funnier, and I don't know why. It's like the dumbest thing. Oh my god, there was a video that it was my favorite video to watch, and I don't know what it is now. It was my favorite video to watch when I was like under the influence
of oregano.
Yeah, and it was so funny to me. Oh no, it was a picture. It was a picture. It's like, I think I'm gonna find it actually. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Can that be your swipe?
Yeah. Okay, so the photo that Angie's talking about, it's our swipe on Instagram. So if you go to our Instagram, inthepudding.podcast, you'll see the photo Angie's talking about.
If everyone's like, this is so stupid, keep in mind, I was 14 years old. Yeah. The edge of 14. This was like peak comedy for me. Yeah. While I was on oregano.
So it's funny when you add the context. Okay, so like a year ago, Angie and we went to go see Cats. We went to go watch Cats in theater.
That's the last movie I saw in theaters.
If you could imagine Cats on the big screen with your best gal pal after you just smoked oregano.
And you just hit up Dollar General to get some good-ass snacks.
Yeah, because fuck the movie theater candy.
Yeah.
Imagine what that experience was like. Don't worry, you don't have to imagine it. We'll just talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
That movie, I just want to say right off the jump, okay? Because I didn't know about Cats prior to the movie. Like, I
Oh,
knew it
I
was a
did.
musical.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of the songs. I didn't know the plot. I just knew it was a musical. All of those songs, I am pretty sure, like, they all have subliminal messages.
Yeah.
It's all brainwashing because every single song sound the same. Like, they all kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
And they have, like, one key sentence that they just keep repeating
And
over
the
and
thing
over.
is, like, these songs would play, and we felt like they were going on forever.
Yeah.
Like, just repeating. And then they're, like, stuck in your brain.
Yeah.
And tell me why, for every song, once it would end, I could not remember one lyric.
Exactly.
Not one lyric.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except the main song, Memories, because I already knew that song before.
Oh, I didn't know any of them. Also, it took me, like, the whole movie to understand what a jellicle was.
Oh.
Jellicle
The
cat.
Jellicle cat.
I didn't know what that meant. I was trying to figure it out while the movie kept
Oh,
going.
You know what? Do you remember when it ended and we're like, wait, it's over?
Yeah.
That movie's 2 hours long.
It was 2 hours, but tell me why. It's, like, the weirdest, like, feeling. Because it felt so short. The songs felt so long. And the movie's really long.
Yeah.
It
But I
just
did
was a
not feel
weird
like
concept of...
we were sitting in the theater for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because you get, like, tired. You know, sitting in one spot. Like, I can't use the bathroom. I can't, like, go to the kitchen, you know? And that just felt like, when it was over, I was like, wait, that's it?
Yeah. Like, there has to be more. But also, when I would reminisce about it, I would remember the songs being, like, so grueling to get through. And also, why did they make Idris Elba look like that?
Naked?
Yeah. Like, so skin tight naked. Like, why did they do him like that?
You know what I found out? That was, like, really controversial. And when the movie first came out, everyone talked so much shit about, like, the graphics and, like, the way it looked that they took it out of the theaters. In, like, one night, they, like, redid everything and then put it out again.
Okay, UIC. That was good. That was a good one, right? That was like a sick little burn. Like, that was a good, like, quick one,
If
right?
you know, you know. Anyways, so yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That movie did terrible, which is so bad because there's so many big names in that movie.
I know.
I'm like, jeez.
I'm chasing that feeling that it gave me, you know?
Of just confusion.
Just, like, constant confusion, but, like, not having a bad time.
No, like, I
'Cause
was
I was
so happy
engaged.
laughing.
Like, we were engaged and we were, like, laughing and happy. It wasn't like we watched the whole movie and we were like, oh my God, I want this to end.
You know what's funny, though? A part of me feels like it's not even Cats, the movie. Because do you remember we were watching the trailers?
Yeah.
And there's a movie, I think it's called Call of the Wild. And we're watching the trailer. And then I just remember Viviana whispering to me, she's like, I don't know what this movie's about. The trailer is so confusing.
Some
And
trailers are
there's
like
so
that,
many
though.
animals.
Call of the Wild?
Do you remember? Oh my God. I think, I honestly, I don't know. I can't tell if it was just like so under the influence. But like there's so many animals in that movie and I think they're CGI. I don't think they're real animals. But there's like a scene where there was like a wolf on the screen. Listen. There was a wolf on the screen and I kept whispering. I was like, I can't tell if that's real or not. And the whole trailer, there's like bears and shit and like wolves. And I was like, I can't tell if they're real or not. And I was getting so upset. And do you remember there was like a Scooby-Doo commercial and he was talking and you're like, wait, Scooby can talk?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the dog? There's like a Scooby-Doo commercial or movie and he's like a puppy and he's talking.
Like human talking?
Yeah.
Scooby can't do that, can he?
Not that I knew of, you know,
what the
and you're
fuck?
like, why is he talking? Since when can he talk? There's so many weird trailers.
Yeah. I think trailers, they're honestly either hit or miss. Like, you could either get the whole premise of the movie in a trailer or, like, nothing at all.
Yeah.
You know? So Cats was just a weird experience.
Yeah.
But I would definitely do it again if I had the opportunity.
With
If,
a different
like,
movie?
No, like, imagine if, like, the theater by our house was like, hey, we're showing Cats one night only.
Again.
I would definitely go with you. I think that would be so fun.
I feel like that movie messed me up for a couple days because I kept thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I watched
what
a lot
happened?
after that movie, I watched so many, like, Cats Explained videos on YouTube and, like, the meaning of cats. Because even until the end of the movie, I didn't know what a jellicle was. It took so long. It took the YouTube videos to tell me what a jellicle was. I didn't even get the whole point that one of them was going to die.
Yeah, that movie's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to watch Cats. It's weird.
It's so fucked.
It's basically, there's like one cat that they go through like this whole like competition kind of process. There's like a whole ball, and they pick one cat who gets to be reborn and gets to live again.
Like his 9 lives?
I guess. And they pick this one girl who has
Jennifer
like a
Hudson.
terrible life.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mm-hmm. J Hud. I love her.
Her nephew died on my dad's street.
Yeah.
Haven't heard about that.
Heard Ghost Stories or Ghost Adventures, right? Ghost Adventures?
Ghost Adventures.
You tell me, guys. Episode, I don't know anymore. 6?
Ghost Adventures, our Halloween episode.
Yeah.
I talk about how Jennifer Hudson's nephew passed, and his body was found across the street of my dad's house.
And he like haunted your
the
dad's house.
Yeah. So if you're curious, there you go. There's that episode. What else did we do? We went to Wisconsin for 4th of July.
We got this Airbnb for like 4 days.
And we also brought oregano along with us. And we smoked it together. And tell me why. You can explain it, actually.
Here's what happened.
Yeah, you tell us.
It's like we would do all like smoke it together, and then we disperse.
Yeah, we
Like,
wouldn't all hang out.
That night, we were all like separated. I remember you were on the couch watching me videos, like the Nintendo Me creator videos. I have a video of it.
Watching gameplays.
I was on the couch. I think I was probably
That could be another
like, on
swipe.
Instagram. Yeah, I was just like on Instagram looking at stuff. The other people were like swimming, and then someone else was playing like, what's that game called?
Like foosball.
Foosball, yes. And we were all just like in our own business. And I think both of us got hungry. Like we were sitting next to each other on the couch, but like doing our own thing. And
we
then,
also watched Miley Cyrus's Mother's Daughter music
God,
video.
Yes.
We watched that while we had oregano, and it was mind-boggling.
Yeah, I felt so empowered.
Yeah. Swish, swish, motherfucker.
But I hate the ending so much. So then we both got hungry, and the people that owned the Airbnb, she left us so many snacks. Like so much. You know those little boxes of cereal? I don't know if anyone knows those.
Like the multi-pack cereals where
Yeah.
it's like Frosted Flakes, Corn Pops, Fruit Loops,
but they're
whatever.
like little boxes for like single servings.
Yeah.
She had like a bunch of those. Like
Jackpot.
way too much for us, and somehow we like ate them all.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Too much, but also the perfect amount.
So we went downstairs and we're like, oh, what can we like make ourselves? Because I don't like cooking while I'm under the influence. That's so dangerous.
Yeah.
So like, what can I eat? And then we found those. We're like, oh yeah, and Pop-Tarts. And we ate a bowl, and then we're like, this is not enough. More. We ate another bowl.
and we were eating, and I was like, oh my god, Angie, I have to show you this YouTuber I'm obsessed with. And she's like, oh, who? And I was like, I don't know his name, but it's a guy who owns a pet monkey.
Oh, nice.
And he would like feed the monkey and bathe it and stuff. So we were watching YouTube videos of this dude with his pet monkey, like doing a night routine with his pet monkey, and he's holding the monkey. he's like cradling the monkey like a baby in a whole bunch of like bedding, you know? And then
tell me why. Also, I can't see it from far away. And keep in mind, this is on her phone. It's kind of far from us, like propped up on like a water bottle.
yeah, she also smoked oregano.
Yeah. And it looked like he was holding 3 foxes in his arms. But it looked like one was big, one was medium, one was small. And they all looked like they were different colors. I was like, are those foxes? Like, I don't know this guy.
And all he was doing was holding his monkey.
No. And then you're like, no. And then you looked at him, you're like, wait. No, because the way like the monkey was and the blanket was formed, it looked like he was holding 3
If
foxes.
I can find the screenshot, if I can find that video and screenshot it, we'll add it to our
And, like,
Instagram.
draw
and I'll
them.
draw it. Because like you don't notice it when you first see it, but when someone points out that it looks like there's foxes, you could see it right away.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and find it. But that was so fucking funny
Dude,
to
we
me.
were like, you know when you're laughing so hard, you're like hitting the table?
And like no sound is coming out. That was how it was for like 5 minutes. Just laughing.
And then Viviana, she's like, I'm outie. So you went back upstairs, probably like swim or something. And I stayed down there because, you know, I don't know. I just like to think sometimes. And then I was like, oh, more cereal? Okay. So I ate 3 bowls of cereal that night. 3 bowls and like half a Pop-Tart with you, I think. Which is so absurd because I don't get the munchies really. But it's very rare for me. When I first started, I would get them all the time. But now I don't get the munchies like ever. But that time, I guess that was like peak for me. 3 bowls of cereal.
And we also ate like a bunch of cherries, like a shit ton of cherries.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was
like
cherry
our
season. It's the summer.
yeah. That was like our only diet, just cherries and Pop-Tarts and cereal
And French toast.
and French toast. Have you ever had like a horrible experience with oregano? Because I sure have.
I'm trying to think, like, there's been a couple times where, like, I've had, like, panic attacks, but I was, like, alone. So I was, like, but it's, like, I knew I was having a panic attack, and I knew how to, like, calm myself down. It's just so frustrating because, like, when you're having a panic attack, you already think you're dying, you know? And then also being under the influence, you also feel like you're dying. So it was just, like, a really bad combination. So just, like, breathing and trying to calm myself down, and I was fine, so. Didn't stop me. Kept doing it.
I have the worst, most dumb, embarrassing experience of myself on oregano with two of my friends where, okay, so this is so uber duper cliche, and I recognize that. I was also like 16, so cut me some slack, okay? Cut me some slack, listeners at home, because it was 420. And me and my friends were like, yo, let's celebrate. So we're like, okay, cool. Where are we going to smoke the oregano? Oh, at a forest preserve. Not freaking predictable at all, you know? So we go to the forest preserve and we're smoking oregano, me and my two friends. Long story short, I get so gonzo garbanzo that I cannot comprehend anything. And I parked in like the forest preserve parking lot, and I see a freaking state police car parked next to my car. And I'm like, holy shit. I start panicking because we had the oregano in the car, and like we kind of prepared the oregano in the car. So I was like, oh my goodness, like, does it smell like oregano? Are they gonna like fucking kill me? You know, I got so paranoid, dude. I started like hyperventilating, and like it was like the cop car was right next to my car, and like I could see the policeman like literally walking up to my car, you know? And I was like, holy shit. And I'm seeing this all from a distance because like I'm at the park. So I'm like freaking out, and my two friends are like, calm down. I'm like, no, like what is gonna happen? Like I can't tell what's happening. So I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I'm so high right now, but there's a police officer by my car and I don't know what he's doing. Can you come pick me up?
Mom, they're drinking. Can you come get me?
No, but I was so gone, and like I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I can't drive. Well, obviously I'm not gonna drive, you know, and I can't go to my car because there's a cop there. So like I felt like I had no other option, even though if I probably just waited, I would have been fine, you know. But I called my mom, and she picked me and my two friends up, and we were all blasted out of our minds, and my mom just like dropped us all off like to their houses and stuff. And like I just remember the car ride being so quiet and just wanting to laugh so bad. Like I just wanted to start laughing, but I kept it all inside because I knew that if I started laughing and giggling, like she would be mad at me. So she wound up telling me like that she was actually kind of happy that I called her, because like it's better that I felt like I could trust my mom instead of like, I don't know, deal with that by myself or like do something. So she was ultimately happy that I called her, which was nice because like mother-daughter relationship, whatever. But then I remember that she made me watch TV with her while I was gonzo garbanzo, and I was like in my own little world, and she was watching the Food Network channel, and like you know the show, like what is it, Showdown with Bobby Flay?
Yeah.
I love that show. So she was watching that show, and when they would like, the whole like intro was like do the showdown with Bobby Flay, and tell me why every time they said Bobby Flay I started laughing, like dying laughing, and I can just feel my mom stare at me and get so annoyed every time I would laugh at them saying Bobby Flay. And I just remember going to sleep, and she kind of just like talked to me and said like, just be smarter. Like she just called me dumb. No, she really called me dumb. She's like, how predictable, you know, 420 at a forest preserve, come on, like that's so predictable. And I was like, damn son, you right.
You're like, Mom, it's my first time.
I'm like, come on dude, I'm 16. So, but anyway, it was like really embarrassing. Also, I threw up at Denny's, really bad.
I also hate Denny's because I got an eye infection. It had nothing to do with Denny's. I already had the eye infection, but I was there at 1 a.m. and it was just slowly getting worse, and my eye was like swollen.
I just remember once I smoked too much oregano, And I think I tried eating something and it just did not work well, and I had to like throw up at Denny's.
Poor Denny's.
Poor Denny's. And my friend was eating nachos while I was like,
Nachos from Denny's?
yeah,
That's
I mean,
so random.
I know, but I was like dead on the table and he was just eating a bunch of nachos. But I remember the chewing and crunching of the nachos was so loud in my fucking ears, I wanted to kill myself. I'll never forget. But now I've matured, so I know how to deal with oregano, and
I know my limits.
I do know my limits, yeah. I think it's nice. I like the normalization of it.
I just wish it didn't smell so potent.
Yeah,
That's
can they
my
get on
thing.
that and change how fucking strong oregano smells?
Because, like, I don't mind how it smells. It really doesn't bother me that much. But I just don't like smelling like it.
Yeah.
You know? I just feel like it's kind of obnoxious.
That's why I really like eating it
It's
instead
just
of
different
smoking.
for me.
I know a lot of people say that like the effects that they get with eating it are different, but for me they're the same. Last semester,
Yeah.
me and Angie, we were house sitting
For a week.
together, and we also brought oregano there as well. And I just
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't like smoke often. Well, lately I have every day, but I just can't sleep
Really?
ever. Yeah. Here's the thing. This is what I think about oregano and why I use it. Okay.
okay.
My brain is constantly at like 100 miles per hour. Every second of the day, all of the time. It's always like thought. But they're like overlapping. It's very loud in my head. It is. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. And I feel like my body and my brain are moving faster than everything else. Like, the world moves so fucking slow, and my brain is like all the time. So, like, I'm always tapping my leg, you know, because I'm like trying to, like, you know, whatever. When I smoke oregano, it doesn't calm down my brain. Like, it's always going to be moving. Like, that's just something I'm going to have to live with the rest of my life. But it helps me hear things better and organize my thoughts, and it helps my body relax more. So, yes, my brain is still going crazy, but my body isn't reacting off of my brain anymore. It, like, calms my body down.
Which is, I think this is a whole other topic, but you know, there's like medications people get prescribed for that too. And I think I think it's better to use oregano than have like a prescription. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it depends for the person, like how much their like anxiety affects them and things like that. I just feel like you rely on that, the medication, and you get used to it, or you need stronger prescriptions. And at least not yet, I don't rely on oregano. If someone told me don't like do it for a year,
You'd be fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
And I can do that. And I've gone like a really long time without doing it, you know? Right now, I've been using it a lot to try to fix my sleep schedule, which actually it's been getting better. Like, I've been trying to be more consistent, and it helps me sleep. Or sometimes I use melatonin. I go back and forth because you get used to melatonin too, and I don't want to keep taking higher doses because that's also not good for you. So I've been going back and forth with them so I don't get used to either. And I'm good so far.
Okay, smarty pants over here. I think for me, like, yeah, it makes me very hyper, and it makes me like really goofy. And I guess, no, I think that's a reach. I was going to say it makes me creative, but it really doesn't, because I'm just already creative, you know? I don't need, and I know some people that are like this who need like a substance so they can like get into the right thinking space to be creative and like create something. And then that makes me question their creativity, dare I say.
I feel like for me,
like, how creative are you really if you need something to make you creative?
well, it's still their brain.
Yeah, but it's like under the influence of something. It's like if you were given 2 films, right? And like and they're both really good. How would you feel if like one was like, this was done by somebody who was like completely sober, versus this was done by somebody who took LSD?
I think, you know, I wouldn't question their creativity, because let's say like they do have like a mental thing where it's hard for them to focus unless they're on something, and then their thoughts are more cohesive.
What if it's not that they need help focusing, that is just how they are?
I just still feel like it's from them. Like, it's still you that did it. So
I think I kind of feel oppositely about that right now. Maybe my opinion will evolve, but right now it's more just like, to need something, to do something. I don't think you can really do it by yourself. And especially if the work that you've produced sober isn't as good as the work that you've produced while you were under the influence of something, then I'm really like, okay, you need something to achieve that.
That's true, I guess.
You know?
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah, that just was a topic for me. But I mentioned how we house sat and we never talked about it. Please talk about the dogs.
Oh, no, no, we can't. No, but when we were house sitting, it was like a nightly thing, like every night.
Yeah.
Every day.
And Angie would always get so tired, and I would be so happy and like excited and jumpy, and it was like the opposite. But it was fun.
But it was still fun. You
know
know
what? It was really
fun. The thing about like oregano is that I'm already very analytical and logical, but it helps me piece things together more. To be honest, oregano makes me realize more how fucked up the world is.
You know what? I've never had one of those feelings on oregano where it's like, whoa, I just had like this epiphany.
Oh, I have them every time.
I know you do. I always have dumb epiphanies.
Oh.
Like my epiphanies are like, wow, Camila Cabello's career could have been amazing if COVID didn't happen.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, like those are the epiphanies I have. Like it's not like, oh my God, the world is fucked up. It's like I'm sitting in my bed and then I'm like, wow, Camila Cabello was on like a steady rise for her career.
God.
But then right when COVID happened, decline. Like I don't think she can ever go back to her peak that she was going to reach if there was no quarantine. And that is such a dumb epiphany, but those are the epiphanies I have. Like, oh my goodness, all of these influencers are going to become talk show hosts.
Oh.
And it's like when you think about it, it's true. Like what are they going to do? They're going to be on
That's
social
true.
media when they're like 40.
That's interesting.
Not everyone's Trisha Paytas.
You
know
have
what
a pop
I mean?
culture epiphany.
I have a lot of pop culture epiphanies. Also, I was under the influence of oregano, and I watched Selena Gomez's new music video. I don't know the title of it. I forgot it, but she's singing in Spanish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, epiphany. Is she taking the spot of Camila Cabello in pop music?
You were telling me all this. I'm like, what are you talking about?
But it comes to me like so, because also when I smoke oregano, it's just I watch random stuff. It's not like I'm alone with my thoughts. Like I love playing video games or like watching funny videos. And then I have epiphanies like that.
Oh.
Like, oh my goodness gracious, like Camila Cabello could have been big, but now she's never going to be as big as she could have been because of the virus. And that's true. If you backtrack and look at her history, she was on like a steady rise. She was doing great, actually. And then now everybody makes fun of her. Like she's like a joke now. You know, because everybody made fun of how she looked with Shawn Mendes and like
Also,
her
isn't
outfit.
she, like, a racist?
Allegedly, she's racist. So it's just like all these like negative factors happen. So she's never going to be on that incline. Those are the epiphanies I have when I have oregano. What are your epiphanies?
Oh, I just have a lot of ones about like how people have treated me and how I perceived myself because of that, and really it was them projecting perceptions of themselves. I'll give an example, which is, it's very like, oh no shit, but like I was going deeper with like more personal connections with that. But one thing that I've realized over my life, which I'm always like with my thoughts, I like thinking. I like being alone and thinking. You know, I feel like it makes me a better person. I think we should all try it. Sitting in silence and thinking.
Yeah.
I've realized how personal people take things. And I'll give an example. So in high school, I would dress, like I would wear certain things, or like I like dressing up. I would always dress up to school. It was rare for me to ever show up in sweatpants. I think in the total of high school I did like 4 times. Or leggings sometimes, but I would like dress it up, and I was always dressed up because I like dressing up. And then everyone would like take it so personal, like, Angie, like, why are you always dressed so nice? Like, why do you always have your makeup done? Every day you come to school with your makeup done. Why is your hair always done? Why do you always like try to look so good? And I'm like, why are you taking it so personal?
Like, worry about yourself,
I'm like,
little
no,
tunes.
I'm like, this isn't about you. I don't do my makeup to try to belittle you. Why are you taking it that way?
Yeah.
And that's what I realized, like these little epiphanies I had. I'm like, no matter what I do, I will never win. If I show up to school in sweatpants every day, I'm going to look like a bum. I'm not going to look like a cutesy bummy girl. People are going to like, Angie, you're a little bum.
Yeah.
And if I show up dressed up every day, Angie, you're trying too hard. You're trying to take my man. You're trying to be better than me. You know how many people have come up to me
Jesus.
after like a big thing, like me confronting them, like, what's your fucking issue with me? They're like, I thought you were trying to be better than me. I was like, I literally don't talk to you ever. And you take it so personal.
Because people are so insecure.
No, that's the thing.
why.
It's like, and then you realize if someone doesn't like you, it's them taking something personal that you did for yourself. Unless you were like a shitty person to them, you know? But if people don't like you for no reason and act upon that not liking, because I understand you can like people. Not like people for like whatever reason. And that's okay as long as you don't act on it.
Yeah.
But when people are coming up to you and like talking shit to you, talking shit about you, trying to be conniving with you, it's them taking something personal that you just did. Your existence, they're taking personal.
They're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Literally. And it's exhausting. I'm like, goddamn, read a book. If you're so fucking bored and you need to project onto me, go read a book.
Yeah.
Go do your homework.
Ooh.
Jesus. So yeah, back to oregano.
So anyways, we would smoke the oregano literally every single night when we were house sitting. And Angie thought it would be so funny to get the dogs high.
No, we didn't. Oh my God, that never happened.
No.
I would never do that.
I'm just joking. She did not. But being on oregano made it really fun to hang out with the dogs.
No, yeah, because they would act up.
Yeah, they were kind of annoying
A lot.
sometimes, except for Saucy.
Saucy, my fucking, isn't her name Sassy?
Her name is Sassy.
We would call her Saucy. I don't know why. Chillest dog ever.
Chillest dog.
So kind.
Love the vibes. And I don't know, I think it's been a minute since we smoked together. Actually, no, it hasn't. New Year's.
Oh, true.
That was nice.
Wait, hold on. Before that, that week of us living together, that really set off our love for JoJo Siwa. Because you know why? 'Cause
You're right.
You have those
You're
pop
right.
culture epiphanies. And I think you were talking about someone. We were talking about like Britney Spears
Yeah.
and like kind of like how fucked up Hollywood can be.
Yeah.
And somehow we came across, we like fell down this rabbit hole.
Of
Found
JoJo
JoJo
Siwa.
Siwa. I already knew who she was.
Yeah.
You know, I'd seen some of her things. But then we started watching all her YouTube videos, listening to her music, and we're like, wow, she is such a good, positive message for the youth.
She is.
And she doesn't have like the most amazing voice, but she works so hard.
Yeah.
So it's like respectable.
And also, like, she's actually, like, the messages that she has in her music are actually amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And what's sad is that kids nowadays, they make fun of her instead of seeing her as, like, actually a good influence.
Yeah.
And she's the new Hannah Montana.
And she's, I think, 17, and everyone's always like, act your age, JoJo Siwa. I'm like, well, she's 17.
No, really. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because then you also see, like, 17-year-olds on TikTok who obviously look way older than 17. And
Yeah.
I think they expect JoJo to look like that or act like that. But she's doing her own thing.
And then if she did, it's like, JoJo Siwa, you've changed so much.
I know. So it's like, either way, nobody's going to be happy. But we had the epiphany that JoJo Siwa is Hannah Montana.
The new Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And even Miley said it.
And yeah, Miley said it. And it's always blonde white girls. Which I'm not saying is a bad thing, you know? It's just Britney, Miley, JoJo.
Yeah.
Long story short, I can't imagine any other person being added to that, like, list who isn't blonde and white and a
Yeah.
girl. I don't know if that's
You wouldn't
fucked
put
up
them
to
in the
say,
same category.
but you
though.
wouldn't. Like, they have to have that image. And I'm so happy JoJo Siwa fits that fucking image. I'm so happy.
No, because she's so unproblematic. And
So
she's so
yeah,
kind.
and she's very, like, I think she got into, like, one scandal with her game.
Her game?
The game
That
that,
wasn't even
like,
her game,
I know,
though.
but it was like a scandal for her.
Yeah.
But the way that she addressed it is so
Yeah.
professional. She's such a professional speaker. She speaks very eloquently.
She's 17, too.
And she's 17. She's a great dancer. We all know this.
yeah.
Dance moms. An okay singer, but like the lyrics are empowering for little kids. And she has a whole ass empire.
No, seriously. That
Like-
girl is rich.
Rich upon rich upon rich. And she has, like, I think, didn't she say, like, she's as big as SpongeBob, like the brand SpongeBob? Because she's, like, at
think
Target and
so.
Walmart and literally everything.
Yeah.
She's up there with SpongeBob, guys.
Look
JoJo
at the images
Siwa.
of her concerts. Insane.
It's insane.
Siwanators, there's a whole army.
Dude, and we're a part of that army.
Yeah, we're like the oldest ones.
Proud Siwanator.
No, some of her songs are bangers.
Hold the drama.
In a bow. Oh, oh, ow. That one goes fucking hard.
No, it's really good. But that's when we realized how much we love JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, and now I want a JoJo Siwa calendar.
And we also want to get JoJo Siwa ice cream.
Oh my god, I still haven't found it.
It's only at Walmart's allegedly, but it has her face on it.
And it's like a purple. I think, isn't it like birthday?
Yeah, like birthday
Cake,
flavored
yeah.
with sprinkles.
Oh my god, that week. I don't know if anybody knows this. If you do, scream right now. If you know what I'm talking about. The series Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. When I was in middle school, I used to watch weird shit. You know, like that salad
Can you
fingers.
please do your impression of salad fingers right now in the freaking mic? Can you please do your impression?
I really hope people know what this is, because if not, you're going to think I'm so weird. Hold on.
Please.
Let me get some water first.
Okay. Dude, this is fucking amazing. It's the best thing I've ever heard ever in my life. Close your eyes.
This reference is from episode 10, the birthday episode. It's actually the last episode of Salad Fingers, I believe, or the last one I've seen.
Are you Hubert's birthday stick?
Okay, if anyone has seen Salad Fingers like recently and it doesn't sound like it, okay, I haven't watched Salad Fingers in like 5 years. That's like based off my memory of it. So if it doesn't sound like him, I'm sorry, but that's like the best I can do right now.
So
Ew, imagine listening to this at night. That's so creepy.
anyway, we watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know what that was before Angie showed it to me. So when she did show it to me, and after we smoked oregano, I did feel a little uneasy. I didn't like it. I didn't know what it was. It was very
And then I
confusing.
explained the whole lore of it.
Yeah, and then I could see the appeal.
And the
I'm
same
a computer.
Yeah.
That's the only song I remember.
The same thing with Five Nights at Freddy's. When you watch that stuff, just like standalone, like the first episode, it's like, what am I watching? Like, what is this? But I am a sucker for a lore and deeper meanings behind all of this.
Like Max and Ruby.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh my God, I'll tell you about it.
So like, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I think there's like 6 episodes in total, and it was from a long span of time that they came out. So I would be waiting for months for a new one to drop, and after each one, I would watch all these like theory videos about it, and I was very, very into it because they're so weird. And right off the bat, you're like, what am I watching? This is so strange. But then when you like watch these theories, you watch it again, you're like, oh, I see that now. And then they all connect, and it ties into this like deeper meaning about media and children's television. And you're like, oh shit, life is crazy.
Yeah.
And then it ends, and you're like, on to the next Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's watch it.
No, I remember, you know Max and Ruby, right?
Yeah.
I love that show. Like, that was my show as a kid, I think. I loved it so much. But there's, like, a whole theory that, like, the way... You know how, like, Max barely talks? Or, like, when he does talk, it's, like, a couple words?
I think so.
It's because he got into, I guess, a car accident with him, Ruby, their mom, and their dad. The parents died. And because he saw them die in the car accident, he got traumatized. And, like, he's unable to, like, I guess, speak and, like, have proper sentences. You know what I'm saying? Because of the impact of the car accident, and also traumatized. I guess that didn't, I don't know, he can't talk. And Ruby's fine, but Ruby is like his caregiver now because the 2 parents died. And that is why their grandmother appears every so often, because that's like their only...
Did people get that like off like hints from the show?
I don't know. I just read that somewhere, and now I just think about that when I watch Max and Ruby.
Oh, I never watched
I only watch Max and Ruby when I have oregano.
You watch like the randomest stuff.
I wish... Okay, so I sent Angie this video, and she ignored me. I haven't brought this up to you, so I want you to address it while we're recording. I found this really cool video, dude. Yes, I smoked oregano, but I still think it's a really good video, and I wish you responded to me when I texted you. But it was the it was the guy who taste test reviewed the chili roasted pistachios.
When did you send me that?
Like 2 nights ago. Why didn't you respond?
I don't even remember that.
I literally, dude, I sent it to you. It was like this guy, and he's like taste testing the new chili roasted pistachios, and you didn't even say anything.
Wrong bitch. You said
no. No, I swear I sent it to you because I was like, I feel like Angie would like these chili roasted pistachios.
Okay.
And you didn't freaking respond.
Let me clarify something.
This is so ridiculous. I get so annoyed. Look.
Let me defend my name.
Look. I sent it to you, and you didn't.
Oh, I don't remember.
You literally didn't even see it.
Let me clear my name real quick.
Wonderful chili roasted pistachios.
I'll watch it.
Well, no, I don't want you to
now.
No,
listen, everybody listen. All right, let's just take a second and listen to Angie. Viviana, don't speak. Let me just, and then you can speak when I'm done. Viviana sends me videos all the time, right? We'll be talking, and she'll send me a YouTube. We'll like be in the middle of a conversation, and she'll send me a YouTube video. I'm like, how are you doing that? We're talking right now. How did you find this video? And it's always really random. It's like people having like mukbangs.
Mukbang.
Yeah, that. It'll be like toy reviews. It'll just be like videos like people interviewing like drug addicts, it's always something so random. And when I see them, I'm either doing something or I just don't want to watch it. Like, I don't like watching the eating videos. I don't. I don't like, listen.
Okay.
I don't like watching toy reviews of people putting on a fake kid voice. I don't like to watch that stuff. I was like, this is not stimulating. It's kind of a waste of my time. So now, when we're talking and you send a random YouTube video, my brain disregards it. It just kind of puts it in the trash.
Oh my God.
Because I feel, dude, you know why? Because all those videos you used to send me, I used to watch them. And I'd be like, I just wasted like an hour of my life watching nonsense. So that's why my brain just filters it out. Okay.
All right, let me tell you my side of that. Okay, so first of all, here's my side of the story. When we're talking and I send you a YouTube video, it's because while we're talking, I'm also watching videos. I can multitask, which is something you can't do.
I cannot.
So that is something I can do, and I exercise that. And even though we're having a conversation, I'm engaged in our conversation, and I'm sending you videos too. So it's not like I'm like ignoring her and stuff. But let me explain the videos I send. So the mukbangs. I love a good mukbang. Trisha Paytas really started that for me. I love Trisha Paytas. I don't care what anyone says. If anybody wants to fight me about supporting Trisha Paytas, I'm ready. But there's this couple, husband and wife couple, that they do mukbangs all the time, but they're so awkward. Like, so socially awkward. And I love watching them because they're just like, it's kind of like a car crash. Like, you can't look away. It's like that, like, kind of feeling that it gives me. Like, so weird. You can't look away, but like, I just want to keep watching, and I'm cringing the whole time. So I send them to Angie so she can hopefully experience the same thing, but she doesn't watch them.
They make me feel weird.
So yeah, but I kind of like that feeling of like feeling weird.
I always feel weird, so when I have an opportunity to not feel weird, I will take it.
The second, princess toy reviews. Let me explain. I do not watch these videos when I am not smoking oregano. It's only when I have oregano. But let me explain why I love princess toy reviews. Two Asian middle-aged women talking in like kid voices, like super, super high-pitched kid voices, as if they're on TV, reviewing kids' toys. I love watching unboxings. Mm-hmm. Why not watch a couple kid toy unboxings? Sure, that's my guilty pleasure. What are you going to do? What's so bad about that?
There's nothing bad about it, but don't make me feel bad about not wanting to watch them with you, because I don't.
So, third, there's this YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly, which I really, really love. I watch them sober, not sober, whatever. I love Soft White Underbelly. Yeah. And they interview a bunch of like drug addicts, prostitutes, pimps, gangbangers, homeless people. Basically like a bunch of different people, and there's such candid conversations. I love watching them, and I send those a lot to Angie.
Those I do watch.
Yeah, sometimes you watch them, but yeah, those are also in the mix. I also love claymations. Love watching claymations. ASMR is really nice.
I don't like ASMR, but I like soundscapes. I love soundscapes.
What I love doing, and this is interesting because I used to be like this in high school. And still now, which is really weird. Whenever I eat a Pop-Tart, I have to look up photos of Pop-Tarts. Do you remember me doing that?
No.
I know that every time I would get... Oh, no. It was with Luke. Because every time I would get a Pop-Tart in the vending machine, I would be eating my Pop-Tart, and I'd be on my phone Googling, like, Pop-Tarts. Uh-huh. And if it was strawberry, I would be like, strawberry Pop-Tart. And I'm just, like, looking at photos while I'm eating it. For some reason, that's just what I have to do with Pop-Tarts. Yeah. Still to this day. So when I have oregano, and let's say I get the munchies, and I'm eating chili roasted pistachios, for example, I'm eating them, and then I go on YouTube and I look up chili roasted pistachios so I can watch somebody else eat them and also enjoy them like I am. It's like sharing an experience.
To go off that Pop-Tart point, I don't know if you remember this. Please tell me you do, because this was so funny to me at the time, and I was really obsessed with it.
Okay.
There was a time, I don't remember what year it was. It was like a couple years ago now. There was a trend. It was a Pop-Tart trend of like random flavors. And it was like stupid flavors of Pop-Tart. But there'd be like threads of them on Twitter of people just trying to like one up with like a stupid flavor. And it was so funny to look at.
Don't remember.
Because some of them were like toothpaste, and they would design like the box. Some of them were Caesar salad. There was one where it was called just the crust. It was an image of a Pop-Tart with only crust. Hold on, let me find it.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
See, this one's Elmer's glue, and like they were edited to
That's
look
like
real.
a really nice edit.
Dill pickle.
That probably
And
slaps.
I would just like go through these, and every day there was like a new one. It was like a whole. Oh, this is the one. Just the.
Oh, I've seen that.
Just
I've
the
seen that. I've seen that.
We could put this on the swipe.
Yeah. All of these photos and videos we're referencing, we're going to put them on our Instagram so you can watch them too and see them as well so you know what we're talking about. But I really do enjoy oregano. I'll say that. I like how it makes me feel. I like using it obviously like in moderation. I don't like smoke up every single day. I feel like I can't handle that.
Here's the thing. I feel like I smoke oregano kind of often. Depending on like time. Right now it's like very, very often. But I've never considered myself a pothead. I still wouldn't.
Oh yeah, someone asked me like if I'm a pothead or if I just smoke like socially, and I would say I'm a good balance of both. Right?
Yeah,
Because I smoke by myself. I also smoke socially, but I'm not like smoking every single day, like 24 hours a day, you know?
and
So
I don't
wouldn't
need it.
And I don't need it. So it's not like I'm a pothead, but also I don't only smoke with other
I don't
people.
wake and bake,
Yeah.
except sometimes.
I love doing oregano with people.
I like doing
I
it
love
with
it.
close people, and I like just sitting and talking.
Yeah. Like just vibing with people.
Like
I love
a
it
late
so much.
night talk with people, and it starts off funny, and then you get really serious, and
And
it's
then
like funny
funny.
again.
If anybody wants to have a late night oregano sesh with me and Angie, and you're negative and we're negative and we social distance, let us know.
let us know.
Well,
Not on a school night.
not on a school night because we're
Yeah, what
responsible.
the hell?
Come on.
Really?
Academic first. Really? Priorities? Ever heard of them? But no, if you're interested, we're also interested.
Okay,
Wouldn't that be fun?
that would be fun.
Hit us up inthepudding.podcast. We can have a
At
good time.
gmail.com.
we can have a good time. We can vibe out, and it'll be cool. And smoke weed every day.
No.